My name is William Carroll. I'm a candidate for Mobile City Council District 2, lifelong resident of the district. Been here all my life. Been in the district downtown and between government and Broad for over 48 years now. Very knowledgeable of it. Love the people down here. Love the community. To be absolutely honest, LaVon was a tremendous leader in the district. He did a lot of great things, and he has some ideas that are left out there that need to actually continue, that I hope to continue, because he really did a good job in getting them started. His Blue Ribbon redevelopment project that some of you don't even know about, that I've been reading about over the last couple of weeks with the board of directors coming from the community, is something that we need to continue. His efforts to get Texas Street started on October 1st. We need to continue that. That's all part of his legacy. Some things we don't need to let die as we go forward into completing this process and transitioning into the next council. About him being left on the ballot when the ballots were printed, the process had already started. So with him being on the ballot, then the thing to do is to complete the process. And let's complete the process on October 5th in a runoff with electing someone that's knowledgeable of the district and can move the district forward and serve the people right now. It costs between $50,000 and $200,000 to put on a special election. So why would we go through that process when we can add that money to our infrastructure, to our quality of life, improve the things in our district, help stop our flooding, help put kids in these programs where they're trying to charge kids in recreation centers, to do the things that it takes to make our community better, help restore properties in Lower MLK where we need assistance in our neighborhoods, help Maysville with their properties and things like that. We could do better things than try to push this to a special election when we've already had a choice out of 6 people. It's time to complete this process and then start a strong move to unify every section of District 2 and move this city forward. We don't know what's behind it or who's behind it, but from what I saw on TV yesterday, this is a conservative approach to changing our community, and it's all out. Wherever they're coming from and how deep Channel 5 dug into this, it's blown me away. In my mind, you have a group of conservatives actively working in the, and not to polarize this, but the black communities, to trigger the thinking of the black communities to going in one way that may affect or help propagate the way that they want to go within this section of the town. If you notice, over the last 8 years, we've been going through a process of deconcentration. That means that we're losing population in a way like Roger Williams, the people there being moved and placed out in the western part of the cities. Orange Grove went through Hope 6, which changed the landscape of the city. In District 3, RV is going through a process right now where people are being deconcentrated and moved out. So the inner core of the city is going through a deconcentration. And that normally happens before another process starts, which is called regentrification. And that is when an area is redeveloped, broadened out, made better than what it was before, and sometimes people of low to moderate income can't afford to come back. In my neighborhood, there were about 240 pieces of property bought, cleaned up, cleaned off. They may have been bought for $4,000, $5,000, and then all of a sudden, these lots are listed at $70,000, $69,000. So there's so many people in our communities that can't do that. So we need to protect our communities. We need to protect our neighborhoods. We need to provide opportunities for our people. We need to regrow our neighborhoods where we live, and our historic values, our historic neighborhoods. The bottom, I mean, it's not one family in this city that can't relate to the bottom of the campground, because most of our families came from there.
Absolutely.
So why aren't we, or why can't we reinvest in our own? And that's what we should be doing, reinvesting in our own. And my challenge to everybody is to please help me be your servant, so that we can start the process of providing resources to where we can help our communities regrow, rebirth, restore, and have us living in those areas that are so dear and historic to us. My door is always open. Even when I wasn't on the council, people continued to call and ask for advice and ask how to do things and how to get there. Let me be just a little bit more open. If you have a question of me now or need some type of advice that I can help you with, my number is 251-404-4107. 251-404-4107. If I can't get to you right away, I will get back to you just as accordingly as I can. But I will not leave you hanging out there. And to be honest, I may just show up at your house.
Yeah.